Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Skyrim. Wow, has it been a long ass time since I played Skyrim. I started my channel playing Skyrim, and now I am back to play its very first DLC, which is Dawnguard. So, I started the quest already just to make sure that every mod that I have works with this quest, and it seems to, well, not break the game, so that's a good news. The amount of mods I have is pretty significant, so a lot of them really does make the gameplay extraordinarily easy, but that's what I want it to be, okay? Because I don't want this to be a complete grind, okay? For me to just go and I want to just obliterate everything in my past. But that doesn't mean that I put this on extremely easy. No. I put it on the hardest difficulty possible, okay? But then I also have mods that help me with the fact that I have all of these buffs on me from my armor. So I have 4 fortified restoration buff, which basically lets me cast restoration magic for free. Same thing with destruction, and I have fortified light armor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them stacking on each other, which now basically makes them, or makes me have ridiculous amount of armor on any light armor that I wear. Let's see, what else? I have some fortified health, some fortified magic, and resist fire. Oh, that's just a regular thing, because I'm a dark elf. Right. So, without further ado, let's start. Well, one thing first. I want that to be number 3, good. Let's do that. 4, 4, 5, 1, and 6. There we go. So that ability and this one, whoops, no. And this one right here are from a mod, okay? They are extremely OP, but they also cost a ridiculous ton of mana to cast. But since, you know, I have 100% reduced destruction magic, well, it doesn't cost me anything to cast destruction type magic. So where am I going? I'm guessing over here. Ah, okay. Let's talk to this guy. What do you want? Hello?
You there. The Dawnguard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
What's the Dawnguard?
We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them.
Okay. Killing vampires. Where do I sign up?
Ha! Isran's going to like you. He's up the hill in the fort. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material. Report to Isran at Fort Dawnguard, and get moving if you're serious about it. The vampires aren't going to wait around to make their next move.
What's that you're shooting with?
Never seen a crossbow before, eh? Not surprised. Kind of a Dawnguard specialty. Nothing better for putting down vampires.
Hmm.
Here, take this one and give it a
Oh,
try.
sweet.
You'll want to get to know how to use it if you really plan to join the Dawnguard.
Okay. What's that? Oh, wait. Never mind. Wait. He has something new. What?
Never seen a crossbow before, eh?
He
Not
didn't gray
surprised.
it out.
Kind of a
so I
Dawnguard
thought.
specialty. Nothing better
Anyways,
for putting down
why do you join the
vampires.
Dawnguard?
I lost 2 wives to vampires. I will avenge them.
2?
It's good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawnguard exists.
Okay. I haven't noticed any vampire menace.
You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never
Really?
took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price.
Huh. Vigilance? Dawnguard? What are you talking about?
The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawnguard. Real, serious vampire hunters.
Okay.
Bring the Dawnguard honor.
I wonder if she can follow me everywhere. Well, we're not gonna explore. Because, if I start exploring, we would never get out of this first area. I will be in here for hours, and I don't think you want to see that. Hello there.
I heard what's going on. The vampires, the Dawnguard, all of it.
Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside. I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
You worked with Isran before?
I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course. But Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Okay. Interesting.
Go on inside. Isran will want to talk to you.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
Well, I heard you were looking for vampire hunters.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
Right. What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Dim Hollow?
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
Interesting.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there,
Okay.
boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and stuff.
I'll meet you in Dim Hollow Crypt. I owe these vampires
My
a
name is
debt of
Akmir, sir.
vengeance.
Do I look
What can you tell me about Dim Hollow Crypt?
not a soul?
Brother Adalvald had been there not long ago.
Yes,
Said
sir.
he found something of great importance.
Need to step forward.
It must have been important to the vampires as
What's your
well,
weapon?
for them to risk an open attack on the
I
Vigilance.
mostly just used my paw's axe. When wolves are attacking...
You said something happened at the Hall of Vigilance.
My paws
Yes.
axe.
By destroying it, the vampires hope to cripple our Order's activities in
You
Skyrim.
can make a Dawnguard out.
I suspect now it was Brother Adalvald's journals they were
Let's see
after.
how you shoot.
He was obsessed with ancient vampire artifacts and burial sites.
Best thing for killing vampires.
Are there other Vigilants still around there? Still out there.
Of course there are. Most of us spend
What
our
the
lives as
fuck is that
nomads,
blinking?
traveling from place to place in our endless war
Annoying.
against evil. I wish I could say how many we numbered, but only a privileged few knew that, and they're dead now.
Okay. What was the Hall of Vigilance?
The hall was a place of respite, learning, and comradeship, where a road-weary brother or sister could rest for a time in peace and comfort. Most of our learning could be found there. We always studied our enemies, so we might better learn how to defeat them. But, of course, those days are gone now.
That's it?
Stendarr
Okay.
watch over you.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Well, any advice for a new vampire hunter?
There's only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. And good people will die because of you. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same.
I don't use heavy armor. What is this place?
This is Fort Dawnguard. Originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era, it was a bit of a black mark on the Hold's history. I'm trying to put it to good use.
What's the Dawnguard?
We hunt down and kill vampires. Haven't you been paying attention?
Well,
In the
yeah.
old days, the Dawnguard kept all of Skyrim safe from those blood-sucking scum. Then people stopped taking the threat seriously. The Dawnguard was disbanded, and the vampires came creeping back. Now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawnguard. Take the fight to the vampires for a change.
How's that
I
working
hope
out
it
for
isn't
you?
too late.
Not so well,
Stay
I see.
alert. Watch the
Yes?
recoil. Take
So why did you join the Dawnguard?
I've heard the rumors around Skyrim. I know something's going on, and I've seen the vampires. I felt I had two choices. I could either live in fear of the night, or I could do something to help protect my people.
All right then.
I swear, you put that bolt in me, I will skewer you alive. Should we go and explore everything? I have this urge to go and explore everything. The something more. Is this a new book? Oh, hello. Well, hang on. I'm pretty sure that's a new quest. Investigates the ruins of that, whatever that is. Okay. Swear to God, you hit me with one of those bolts, I'm gonna fry your face off. You know what? I'm not gonna bother going to explore everything. That's gonna take forever.
Let it out as you fire.